So this city council out in Georgia, I think it's in South Fulton, Georgia, bans a woman from opening her business because they say there's too much competition. So she's unable to start it. I've never even heard of this. Have y'all heard of this? I didn't know that. I thought that's the point of business, is create competition, lowers prices or keeps prices stable for the customers. Competition in most cases is a good thing for the customer, not for the business owners, obviously. Which to me, this sounds like some of the business owners are either on this city council or are somehow influencing this city council, right? But this is interesting to me. I've never heard of it. It sucks. What bothered me the most about this is that, at least from what I saw, the city council looked like it was most, if not entirely, black. So here's an example of us keeping ourselves down. But y'all let me know what y'all think. This is my first time watching this all the way through. We'll discuss a little bit more on the backside of this video. All right, so y'all let me know what y'all think. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
Awa Diagne. I've been here let's say 33 years.
Awa Diagne lives in South Fulton, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta.
We come here for a better life for my family.
Awa came to America from Senegal over the course of her more than...
I'm going to say I'm pretty sure that the issue is probably going to be because she is an immigrant. And we know in the black community that that is, I'm going to say, probably a silent feud, right? Black Americans versus immigrant black folks, whether it be, we'll say Africans, right? And that's pretty sad, right? It's not necessarily silent, but it's definitely not talked about enough within the black community and within the African community, that we really do kind of hate on each other for no reason, because everyone else looks at us regardless of where we're actually from and what we sound like and our education level. We still black. We still black. And so we're better off if we're going to be over here, living over here, working with each other and not against each other. But that's a story for another day. But that's just my 2 cents on what I think is actually going on now that I've, paid a little closer attention and noticed that she is from Senegal.
30 years here, Awa became a citizen, raised a family, and started an African hair braiding business.
I've been knowing braid since my life. I've been doing braid even when I was in Africa. That's what I do. That's what I love to do.
For Awa, hair braiding is more than just a job. It's a way to create community and practice something that she loves.
We become like friends, like a family. I have my people who I've been knowing for years. They're like my sisters. We have good relationship.
Awa originally operated her business in downtown Atlanta. After years of living in the city, she and her family moved to South Fulton in 2021. But then tragedy struck. The day after she moved into her new house, her husband was admitted to the hospital after being diagnosed with COVID-19. He never came home. Awa then became the sole provider for her family. But without her husband to help her work in Atlanta, Awa would need a new business closer to home.
My husband passed since 2021. So 3 years I was in downtown. But after he passed, it was not easy for me to back and forth.
Awa found the perfect storefront in South Fulton, and she started going through the zoning process. She spent thousands of dollars of her own money to get the location suitable for a hair braiding salon.
Yeah, it cost me like $1,000 to get the shop.
Even before her business was open, people were excited to visit her store. The community that she had worked so hard to build was ready to support her.
Everybody was happy for me to open. So that's why, we all say our story and they approve it. Everybody said they was very happy to have me here.
Awa's last step in the process was obtaining a special permit from the city council. But that's where her dreams were dashed. Awa was denied her permit because the city council said that her shop would compete with other salons in the area.
City council, one of them was saying they don't want no competition because one of them is a hair salon, so they don't want another braiding shop in here.
It is not fair for small businesses to have to compete with someone right next door to them.
But we want to put you in a place where you are most successful and you're not, competing against, that no one is competing against you and you're not competing against anyone.
Awa was devastated. This wasn't the America that she had dreamed about when she moved here more than 30 years ago. And it wasn't the America that she had learned to love during her time here.
I never know this happened in America. That's my first time. I was shocked.
With the help of the Institute for Justice, Awa is now fighting back to strike down this unconstitutional process.
I want to open, but I really don't want this to happen to anybody else. I was so happy when somebody contacted me and say, they want to help me fight this. To me, it's not fair to just not to do anything. I want to fight.
Awa came to America for a better life. She built that life, and the city of South Fulton has no right to stop her from making a living simply to protect existing businesses from competition.
Yeah, that's interesting to me. I don't understand how, I will say I did like the statement that the lady said regarding setting her up in the best possible situation where she can be successful. But I still don't understand how competition, you want to set me up in a place where there's no competition. I mean, that's cool, but obviously if those types of places were readily available, that everybody would start a business, right? Like, generally speaking, finding places that have zero competition for a business in these days are almost impossible to find. Unless you open up shop in a newly developed area, right? But then at that point, you'll have no competition for some sort of time until someone realizes you're making a whole lot of money, and then they open up shop next door. It's just how that works. So all in all, like even what they suggested is only temporary. You just can't get away from competition. I don't understand it. Like I said, I think there's more going on. I think there's probably, they probably got influenced to keep her out. So just interesting. This Institute for Justice, I've been sharing a lot of their videos. These are marketing videos for them, of course, but they still, they find some pretty good stories, some pretty decent, some pretty decent topics to discuss. So, I'll continue to share their stuff. But this was interesting, especially if you're someone who is an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur. These types of things can happen. All right, so y'all let me know what y'all think, though. All right, it's Ricky Rich of Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.